Hey Daniel, welcome to your Cancer reading. Um, just gonna get into it. As you can see, I'm outside, changing it up a little bit for this season. I figured we're in the peak of summer. Why not, connect with nature? Cancer is like the mother, so Mother Nature, of course. Really connecting with that, and it's been working out great for all the readings I've done so far. So I figured we'd continue with the trend. So if we're looking at you right now, a lot of things are going on, right? So we have Mercury in Cancer, which is obviously, affecting you the greatest. You have Cancer placements. Um, Uranus is still in Taurus, shaking things up, but it seems like for Taurus right now, it's like been a really good thing. I mean, you got your art kicking off. It's been really consistent with that, and is helping, a lot, which is awesome. Cody's got his shit going on, which is great. So it seems like, and then for me, I got my own little things going on. So, it seems like for Taurus, the shakeups have been really good. So that leaves Libra. Well, no planets in Libra right now. Venus just got out of retrograde, which obviously is your guys' ruling planet. And the retrograde with Venus is really having us look at our relationships and seeing where things need to be shifted, or like reanalyzing relationships and things. Are we putting too much time into certain things? Are we not taking enough time for ourselves? Are we getting the same output? All that jazz. Also looking at abundance. Speaking of which, Ace of Pentacles, first card out. Great, love it. Obviously, you are finding new ways to make money, and that's another Taurus thing that's been going on for the last month or so, is finding new ways to make money, new ways to be creative, just reinventing the wheel ever so slightly, and that's really coming through for you here. If there is like a money offer that ends up coming in though, and it's like a pretty big offer for money, wait until the end of the retrograde, and if you do, all will work out. 10 of Cups, and then bam, there is you. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. This work path that you're heading on right now with the art and stuff is going to pay off really big, and then pair that with Ace of Pentacles. I mean, just like look at this. This is a really magnificent. No, I was trying to. That sounds so bad. I was trying to say fantastic and magnificent separately. My brain went smushed them together. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, let's try that again. Fantastically magnificent. There we go. For you, like it doesn't get much better than that. And to really get that reassurance from the cards is always always a good thing. Always a nice blessing. Good. Well deserved. If we continue with bottom of the deck, there is that Venus retrograde coming up again. I don't really feel like I necessarily need to pull the cards, but I'm definitely going to tell you about them. 5 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and then 6 of Pentacles. If you've been feeling a little down about an air sign possibly, or even about yourself maybe, again, look at where you're giving too much and not getting enough, and that will solve this 5 of Cups issue. And if you can do that by Leo season, a new opportunity will come in. All right. Let's continue on. So, what else? Home life looks good. Home life is looking good with 10 of Cups there. And then, like I said, with work, things are going great. But, of course, with all good things comes people that, things that need to get let go of course, because it's always, it's the balance, right? It's the balance, the give and take. Like, if you're going to take good things, you have to give good things. Or in other words, sometimes giving the good things is cutting stuff off. Ace of Swords. What are we cutting off? Bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords. Anxiety. If there happens to be some anxiety about your work and your art and things like that, the cards are asking you to cut it out. If not, if you're dealing with the earth sign, and you're feeling a little anxious about them. Rightfully so. Cut them off, or the universe will do it for you. Especially if they're making you feel really diminished in your self-worth. When? Well, Leo season. But, I know we're all tired of seeing the tower. I know. It keeps popping up. And it's gonna keep popping up. Because of these retrogrades. But this should be like the last major one. But if you haven't already experienced this tower moment with the eclipse that just happened in Capricorn, you will see it soon enough by like July 20th. And very quickly you will see where the lies and the betrayal have been coming from. If this isn't an earth sign situation, this is the sense of someone that's taking your self-worth for granted, or is putting you in a spot that you don't want to be in, and that's giving you the 9 of Swords anxiety, which ends up leading to the tower moment. Now, of course, you can prevent the tower moment in the sense of like taking care of it by yourself, hence why Ace of Swords shows up here. Now, if you don't, then the tower moment is going to happen regardless, and you'll see everything will just be exposed. Okay, no big deal. But, that being said, don't rush to get sad about things. There's that 5 of Cups again, right? Because you know what's coming. And you know what's going on here. If you can cut them off, the lies are still going to be exposed regardless, but you're gonna you know they're coming. And if you know they're coming, what do you have to worry about? You already know what the game is, right? Give and take. Balance. All right. Again, if you're dealing with someone, a fire sign of any sort, that is making you question your self-worth, just hang it up. It's not worth your time. You're on this new path right now to forge excellence, and the first few cards are showing you that, right? Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, you popping up 8 of Pentacles. You're on fire right now, killing it. But yet there's some anxiety that gets stirred up as the retrograde continues. Mercury retrograde ends on the 12th, so it's almost over in 3 days, bless. But you still might feel some effects afterward, and there's still plenty of other retrogrades to be storing up stuff. So, hang tight, but be wary. Be wary about who you are investing time in right now. Be wary about who you are giving resources to right now, because the people you think you can trust sometimes are the ones that are the least trustworthy. So, that being said, I'm going to just finish rearranging the cards around, and then we'll take a look at them. My hair is doing its own thing with this little breeze that we got going on. Feels really nice though. Alright, let's take a look at the cards. So, it's pretty self-evident here, now that we can see the full picture, right? Magnificent things coming into play very early on. Like right now, this is already happening. This is already in motion. We know this, and right, it's on fire. Things are great. You are working really hard, but there's something that needs to be cut loose, and it's giving you this anxiety. It's making you feel diminished, and it's questioning your self-worth. You can do it early, or you can wait another week, and the tower will the universe will take care of it for you. And by the time Leo season comes around, that's when things are quickly exposed, and then you realize who is taking too much of your time and too much of your worth. Right? Alright. Let's look at Ace of Pentacles and that little bit top row. The Devil. Oh, hey, it's me. Clearly my junk food is going to give you big money. I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. In all reality, though, Saturn moved back into Capricorn, which is still in retrograde until September. And, Saturn also deals with structure and all that fun jazz. And right now you have some sort of structure, which is really good. And that is going to continue to feed into this money and give you these opportunities and things like that. The more you can do it, the more opportunities you're going to get, possibly with an Aquarius. If this isn't with an Aquarius, in terms of home life or things like that, if I know the coincidental that is popping up there, and obviously Justice in Aquarius, this has to deal with you getting an opportunity that almost seems like a dream, or something that you've wanted for a while, or a dream you've been seeking after, essentially, and that's huge. So that's really huge. Let's look at you. What do the cards want to say about you? Careful in what you say. Yeah, that could lead to this anxiety moment here, is being a little too harsh. So right now, just kind of watch what you say, especially as, the last few days of the retrograde and even a week or so afterward. Just really be mindful of what you're saying to people, because you don't want things to come off the wrong way or too harsh, and then, you're feeling anxious. You're like, oh wait, but I didn't mean it like that. Oh, but wait, now I feel this way, but am I really feeling this way? I'm not worth anything. Avoid all of that early and just wusa. And in terms of work, the read. Okay, bottom of the deck. Here we go. In terms of work, this doesn't also have to be, your art. This could be you and working on yourself and, your transition and things like that, starting tea and all that jazz. The Fool. So taking risks here, right? Calculated risks, but also taking risks that could be making you feel like the Hangman, feeling stuck. If you're feeling stuck, like really stuck, like Four of Pentacles stuck as well, like you're clinging on to things that you shouldn't be clinging on to, possibly this whole situation here, right? And you're just clinging onto it, and like I said, it doesn't need to be clung onto because it's not good for you. Take some advice from the High Priestess and just pull back. Especially when you start to get this anxious feeling, just pull back and do nothing. Contemplate your options, but for now, just pull back. You know what the Ace of Swords needs to do, right? But if you need to pull back for a little bit, like I said, until after the retrograde, then do that. If that means this Tower moment needs to come on its own, so be it. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they seem to be involved in here somewhere, so I don't know if this is relating to your mom or a different Sag, but they're coming up in the sense of this whole anxiety cycle, and it really comes to fruition in Leo season. And like I said, the lies and the feeling of being stuck will all come to play. It will all be exposed. Just give it time. The exposure, though, will lead to you making a decision to leave something behind. What that is, though, I don't know. But considering there's 3 cards of feeling stuck here, Hangman, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, there's a lot of stuck, right? 9 of Swords, stuck. Lots of stuck. And I think that's what the Fool is trying to tell you, is take that risk. Pair it with 2 of Wands, take the risk and leave it behind. Because right now you don't need anything that's going to hold you back. What you need to do is work 10 of Wands, right? Work on yourself, Empress. really fuel into that Taurus Venus energy, that Libra energy. Like, really hone into it. Own yourself, own your worth, and start planting the seeds for when Jupiter goes direct in September. Because once you plant those seeds, that's what's going to get you this good fortune and good luck. And that Ace of Pentacles, that's when that's all really going to come to fruition. I just love how sometimes when we shuffle out cards, and then it's like, oh no, read the bottom of the deck. Okay. The more you can overcome, right now, 7 of Wands, the bigger your rebirth will be, which is obviously a good thing. And that rebirth will be close to complete in Virgo season. But take some time to really self-reflect and see where you need to change things in terms of family, structure, values. What doesn't hold anymore, right? That, again, Ace of Swords moment. What isn't holding anymore? And that's kind of what you're going to be looking at in Leo season a lot, is what is making you happy and what isn't. What do you need to take to give you this victory and success, and what needs to be given away to avoid this 10 of Swords moment. Oof, well, that was a lot. It was just like, oh, you needed to read? Okay, here you go. Like I said, this whole reading is about give and take, give and take. Like, you're taking things which are going to propel you forward, but you need to give away things that are holding you back. And that's really what this is all about, and that's what the retrograde is asking you to also do. So now, Leo season, right? If you're feeling stuck about a love relationship or some sort of love opportunity or something of that sort with a Aries, with an Aries, that's coming in pretty strong here. Again, this could be a Leo as well that you're feeling stuck about, and this love situation as well, or things could be exposed about this Aries that are making you feel stuck. Either way, Mars moves into Aries, and the aggressiveness, like I said, just watch out for what you say. Meanwhile, your creativity will continue to blossom and bring you prosperity and stability and all that good fortune. But for now, it's going to be a matter of wait. Leave behind any anxieties or anything that you feel like you've been holding on to that is not serving you anymore, because it's not needed. It's not needed at all. Okay. All right. Oh, again, let go of the relationships you feel like are holding you back. The ones that you feel like that you thought were stable, you thought were everything that you could have wanted, and are actually lies. Unrelated, I just had a dragonfly land on the cards. I don't know if it picked it up on the camera, but dragonflies are signs of new beginnings and renewal and stuff like that. There's quite a few of them flying around. There's like 3 of them. 3 of them. 3 of them. Not a coincidence. But there's signs of like renewal, new beginnings. Letting this go is going to lead to a new beginning, and actually it really is going to lead to a new beginning, a very big beginning. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot, 9 of Cups. So this is leading to a new life path, something that you've always wished you could have. And by the new moon, there will be some sort of communication coming in, maybe from a Pisces. Who knows? But either way, it's somehow connected to this Nine of Cups Chariot moment. Alright, so let's look a little bit more into Leo season, see what else we can grab. Page of Wands. The creativity and communication will continue into Leo season, which is good. It's very good for you. You need that. Keep the communication clear. Keep creatively expressing yourself. Knight of Cups and lending out the cup. The more you can give, not only in the sense of like, now when I said, the balance, it also means giving out good things too. So the more that you can do that, the better it's going to be for you in the long run. And the more you can give away, also the same thing, the better it's going to be for you in the long run. Okay? And that will lead to grand things. As Saturn pulls out of retrograde in September, that's when things are really going to be into play. And again, though the message keeps popping up in different ways, leave behind what's not working, leave behind what's pulling you off of your throne, leave behind the confusion. You don't need it. And that's the whole point of these last retrogrades, is to clear out what we don't need. And I know you can do it. I know it's tough, I know it's scary, but I know you can do it. And I know you're going to do it. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing, and I really cannot wait to see what comes next. Alright, there is your Cancer reading. So, any questions, obviously you can, feel free to message me and we can talk from there. The Cancer video is posted if you just want to watch the general one first. Otherwise, I'll be doing Justice's reading within the next, hopefully, day or so. And I was going to continue it now, but I'm honestly just sweating because it's so humid outside. So, and I just don't deal well with heat, even though I'm kind of in the shade. So, I'm just going to take a little break for now, hopefully get to it later. Alright, I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.